The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost. As he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 8. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
On one, ready? 11 MC tape. 11 MC tape. 11 Thomas.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick press there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout this rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. The CD in this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. This out quickly to Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0.
Vikings nothing. Jack Fox to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down before they work it across midfield. That covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him down over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
In motion left, Shepard. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. (21-0) our score after one.
Score Lions 21, Vikings nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Taken down at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 there. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And Sharp calls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Here's a give up the middle, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
They go play action with Burrow. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 63 yards. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Lions 35, Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return from his end zone is Grant. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play with the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had a really good roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 77 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Play action. It's Burrow. That is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
42, Vikings 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Singh. The Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The size of range that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much, but at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter, I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yards on the return that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10.
Here we go. 11 coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
11 empty.
44-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 21 yards away. And the Lions are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
56, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jakeem Grant. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to Goff, they never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, second and 10. Out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
11 Thomas. 12. 11 MT.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own set.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw now in his own end zone. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A quick throw there out to Williams. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
12.
Now it's Burrow. He's got this, complete to Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10. And they're on 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull it. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And fortunately he's able to get this one back, so it gets a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run it again with Cook. Oh, what a move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will take over. So they've converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
And, my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
I'm one, ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage